Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm putting stuff in. Oh, boy. Hello, everyone. I hope we'll let people come in. Just want to say hi. Hope you're doing well. Just want to double check stuff as we're bringing things in and this, that, and the other things. So, hi. And welcome to stream. We've got a whole list of things that we got coming in. So yeah, I thought I'd just let people come in as they do because we got lots of stuff to do tonight with all of Nostradamus and what is coming up here for our 2025. Also, I would just like to say, as we're kind of just getting into this, I was looking at like two different sites or like a couple different sites being like, what is everyone saying that Nostradamus is predicting for 2025? And I'm like looking at this list and I'm like, so we have MSN that I went to, and then I also went to New York Post, and I'm like, these are two very different things that these two sites are claiming that are being said. So I don't know what the heck is going on. Also, I might get rid of chat just for now because yeah, because I do want to try that out. So and see how everything and people are doing tonight. So yeah, others, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's lovely holiday season? I mean, as I'm recording this, December 20th, 2024. Oh my goodness gracious. We're coming up on like what I would like to call like Christmas weekend, at least for like where I'm at. So I'm like, we got like a really big Christmas weekend, and I'm like, I don't know if people are having like their stuff going on. I don't know if people are having like if you guys are having holidays this weekend. All I know is that I'm really busy like today, I'm really busy tomorrow, and then Sunday it's starting off like my holiday festivities, and I'm like, I don't know, like thankfully I think I only have like one Christmas this year to go to. Some years I've had like four. It's been a lot. But let me tell you, like, whole we're already starting on Sunday and it doesn't pretty much end until like next weekend. And I'm like, already I'm tired. I don't know how y'all are feeling with your holiday season in such like are you guys already having holidays this weekend? Are you not? Like I don't know what all y'all are up to cuz oh, I know. And then what else do I got going on? We got oh my gosh. I've been doing a ton of readings today too. So like I have like two that I've uploaded and then I already have one that is I got to upload. I got the thumbnail. The thumbnail is just beautiful. I'm so happy with it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I'm just waiting for some people to come in before we start off the readings and stuff. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe once we get going here, I will I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I don't know what how y'all are doing or the such. So, yeah. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, I'm just going to do this pretty here quick, my bobbers. I'm just making sure everything's good to go. So, again, for anyone who's kind of looking at what we're doing, I'm going to start here probably within the next 5-ish to 10-ish or so minutes. Just make sure that people can come in if they want to come in, when they can come in. But what we're going to be doing today is all going to be about Nostradamus. So Nostradamus is known as this lovely individual, the doomsday person. If you guys want me to do, like, if y'all are interested in this and you like it, if you guys want me to do, what's her name, like Baba Vanga, Bobby, she's another seer who does like world predictions. And so who Mr. Nostradamus is he is like the Mr. Doomsday seer. He's predicted a ton of like I think the most notable ones that he's predicted last year. He predicted like the big flood in Japan. He predicted the rise of Hitler and everything that was going on over there during that time. So he's done a ton of cool. He's done a lot of really great predictions. So I wanted to see what kind of predictions we have this year for him. So again, I collected two different ones. One is from MSN, and then I have one from the New York Post. So those are the two that I'm planning on looking at here today. If y'all want me to look into what other news publications are saying that Mr. Nostradamus is doing, let me know. But for this one, and you guys got to let me know which one you want me to actually read first. And because I'm curious on which ones y'all want me to read first. Because, like I said, we have, I have MSN, and these ones are kind of cool. So, for like MSN, we have, significant climate change, major tech advantages, geopolitical conflicts, medical discoveries, and economic changes is what they kind of have being like the Nostradamus picks of 2025. I don't know. That sounds kind of meh. New York Post, on the other hand, had some really fun ones. So they're like, is Russia and the Ukraine thing ending? Is England going to have a plague? Asteroid's going to start hitting Earth? Are we going to have like the restructuring? Are we going to have the redo of all humanity? They also claimed he's like harming the Amazon. They call it the breadbasket of the world, and people have kind of done that, have kind of like thought that may be the Amazon. Are we having some stuff coming on with the Amazon? And then there's also this really cool one called, are we having the aquatic empire rising? So I'm like, I don't know. Which one do y'all want to maybe look into? Because I'm kind of curious. New York Post seems to have some really fun ones, where MSN kind of feels, I don't know, a little meh. So I thought I'd put that up to you guys and be like, which ones do y'all want to maybe have me read on? Do we want to go with MSN, or do we want to go with maybe some of the more controversial ones of the New York Post? Because the New York Post has some juicy ones. So I don't know. You guys can all let me know in chat. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I can only be like, this sounds interesting to me. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to start up soon here with readings. Once we get going, we're probably going to keep her moving with a lot of stuff. So if y'all have questions, if y'all have your own thoughts and opinions you'd like to put in the chat, feel free. It'll be a good time. I will get to them between the readings. So let me know there. But otherwise, I'm going to figure out what I think so far. I'm probably going to go with my list that I got that I'm really interested in, which is the New York Post. So with that, I have a feeling I'm going to need this deck. I'm going to need my Landscape Tarot deck because we're going to the breadbasket of the world. I think we're also going to need... What other decks do I need over here? That doesn't work. What other deck do I need? Okay, we're going to need that deck. What else we got? What else we got here? And then I think I'm going to let y'all choose what deck you want me to do. I'm going to have... Because I don't think it really matters too much what decks we want to choose from here. We'll choose from this one. We'll choose from this one. And what other one we got? I think we're going to go with... You want that one or that one? Oh, this one. Okay. Then I got 3 decks for y'all to choose from. Hello, hello, oh no, Wendigos. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So I got a question for y'all. And y'all can just put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. So we have 1. We have 2. And we have 3. So 1, 2, or 3. And I want y'all to let me know which one y'all would like me to use. 1, 2, or 3. Because this is going to be like our third deck. Come on. I need to figure out this camera. So, again, 1, 2, or 3. And y'all can just let me know. Because I think they're all sorts of pretty cool. But, I don't know. I wanted to put something in there for you guys. For something. But, ooh, yeah, we can do that. Anyone else? Okay, okay. Yeah, we can go with number 3 then. We got a few people. Awesome! All right, so we got our 3 decks that we're going to use then. Because y'all get to have some fun in this too. So, let's take a look here. All right, so we're kind of cruising. Okay, we got a couple people in here. So we're going to get into the readings then. So the number 1, so we're just going to go with the New York Post. If y'all are interested in the readings that we're going to be doing or using, I'm going to try and get the, oh, here it is. Here's the ones that I'm looking at. If y'all want to use, I'm going to put this in chat. If y'all want to just, if y'all want to go check out the list that I'm using, this is the list I'm using that I got from the New York Post, MSN, through the New York Post, and the such. So if y'all want to go check that out, feel free, go and try that out. If you want to go check the readings that we're going to use, but that's what we got. So with that then, let's get into the readings then for today. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different readings about what's maybe potentially coming up here in 2025. So let's get into it, shall we? So for the first one, we're going to look at this Russia and Ukraine ending. And will this conflict end? What is it kind of all about? So will this be ending in 2025? I have not done a reading on Nostradamus himself, and honestly, that's probably where we should probably start, shouldn't we? So, okay, let's do a reading on the Nostradamus himself. This is the deck that's probably going to be really good for that, or decent, or can I use this deck for reading on Mr. Nostradamus himself? Yes. Okay, so let's take a look then. Hi, JJ. So let's get in here then, and let's take a look. Let's talk about Mr. Nostradamus himself. So, Mr. Nostradamus, let's see. Was he an actual seer, or was he just spewing out mumbo jumbo? So let's take a look-see here. What can we know about Mr. Nostradamus himself? Was he a phony? Was he a fake? Or was he like a deeply spiritual person who was actually really, really interconnected with everything? So let's take a look-see here. What can we know about Mr. Nostradamus? So, oh goodness gracious. So, y'all, this is a newer deck that I am still kind of learning, so forgive me if I don't have everything memorized with this one. So we have the 8 of Cups reversed as like, who is Mr. Nostradamus? So it's like, we're trying one more time. Indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. Interesting. So he was one of like, also he was being forced. It's like he's leaving things behind because he's had to. He's had to leave things behind. Why is this? Was he like a really impoverished person? Like, did he have wealth? I don't think he had, like, because like what I'm seeing here is he doesn't have a lot of like gifts, or not gifts, but he's got a lot of, he didn't have a lot of money. And I'm wondering if that like was like, this was a way for him to make lots of money. It's like I'm having to walk away from things. Like we're walking here, it's like we're also walking down here. From a financial influences part of here, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. So it's like during his time, like when he was looking at these predictions and stuff, it's like nothing of his was, nothing of his is really, how do I put this? He wasn't recognized during his time for the predictions that he had. So it's like, it felt like in his lifetime then, do I feel like he was a really psychic person? No, but do I think did he receive specific downloads? Yes. And it's like he just followed his gut on a lot of things. So looking here with this, the Knight of Pentacles reversed as well in financial influence, he just wasn't recognized for the work that he was doing at his time. It's like he always gained notoriety after he passed, after his work was kind of put out there. His hopes and fears, I think he always wanted his work to stand for itself, because this is the Eight of Pentacles upright. There's also a lot of money around him. So when it comes to his Nostradamus predictions, this is something he worked very, very hard for. It's like his work was recognized for the future generations. Unseen obstacles, though, here. It's the Four of Wands reversed, which is... Did he stay in one place very long? I feel like because he didn't stay in one place very long, it's like he was very transient. He didn't have a home. He didn't have a base. Like, people didn't believe him. I almost think that they saw him as a heretic or someone just spouting off crazy random stuff, because honestly, it's like no one, it's like, because he wasn't established. It's like he came in, said some stuff, then left. And it's like no one believed him because he just came in, said some stuff, and left. So it's like no one really put a lot of thought in it. They just thought it was like ramblings of a crazy man, which is something that I feel like was a struggle for him during this time when he was putting everything together. Also with the Queen of Wands here as another challenge, he also had like a sense of, I need to go see the world, a zest for life, joy. But I also see this as going into that transience. He's also a very independent person. He didn't work with other people, so that could promote him and his thoughts to a larger collective. When did he actually start becoming like a very noticeable or notoriety? Because it feels like for quite a bit of it, he wasn't actually recognized for the stuff, and like people have had to go back and retroactively do a lot of it. So is this like within like the last 100 years that he's really become like a notoriety of some sort, or even like the last 50? Because it feels like as though he doesn't have. It's like he was buried for a while, and then stuff got unearthed again. Because what's going for him? It's the Two of Swords reversed, which is the right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. Oh, that's what this is. So when I said before, he's getting like a ton of, like, he gets downloads on things. He got so many downloads that he's like, it almost feels like people saw him as crazy, because it's like, I have all these weird things that are going on. I don't know how to explain it. So like, how does this work? I don't know how this works. What's going on? So it's like, yeah, he's like a giant heretic. Just information overload. He's just got so much that he needs to come out and say, and it's like his writing was the best way for him to do it. Because here in the past, we have the Temperance card reversed, excess, extremes, overindulgent, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. Was he known? Okay, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anyone. But during his time, was he someone who might have been seen as someone who has like schizophrenia, or someone who like always had voices in their head? Because what I'm getting here is that he has a lot that he wants to say, and a lot of things that were put into his head that he was supposed to speak about, and he did. But I think people would see it as, this is just some kook, like, who's just hearing voices in his head. Oh, he's just drunk. Oh, he's just this. He's just imagining things. And in reality, I don't think he was really imagining a lot of it. Because here in the future, the Empress, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment. It's like what he nurtured in his real life, he was able to grow and be of use in later times. But it doesn't feel like it feels like as though he just wasn't taken seriously until all of the coinkydinks started to come all together. So I don't know how else to put that other than we'll just get some additional information on Mr. Nostradamus here. Seven of Swords, betrayal. getting away with stuff. He also was in very tricky situations. Here's the High Priestess upright, which is all about manifestation, but also a very psychic card. Not shocked to see that here, alongside the Seven of Wands with the Six of Pentacles and then the Six of Swords to bring it all together. So having this bring it all together with the Six of Swords, he was a messenger for other people to bring messages forward. Pretty self-explanatory here. It's like, I have this and I'm now moving forward to communicate or talk about certain things. There are things that he did say. It's like, again, we have this such a transient energy with him. Also with the High Priestess here, it's like he was able to say things too that people would have thought that weren't good. And he had to defend himself quite a bit from his things. It's like, I think people legitimately wanted to throw him into jail or into an asylum of some sort to kind of keep him away from other people. With the Six of Pentacles here reversed, I am also getting that when we're looking at his soul and like the decisions that he was making when he came down into this lifetime, when he did live, what I see is he chose this. Did he choose this path? He chose this path, but there's like some sort of trauma to the brain or the hindbrain. Like, did he have a near-death experience when he was a child? Or like when he was younger, before he started going off and doing all these things? Because it feels like there was a brief moment where he might have passed or was very close to passing. And when he passes, like, it opened up something in his head where he was now able to receive downloads or receive information. This could have been maybe a complication at birth, but he survived. But there's some sort of complication in the younger years of him that like opened his brain up to all these downloads that were coming in. I think this has kind of been scientifically shown a little bit too, where when people pass, like there's some sort of like chemical or hormone that kind of gets rushed into the body. And then people who are brought back, they tend to have like really psychic experiences or become more psychic or in tune with the places or people around them. And that's what I'm kind of feeling here, where that happened with Nostradamus. Is like he had a near-death experience. It released all these endorphins or something into his body, which like opened him up from a chemical perspective to receive more messages, is what I'm kind of seeing here with Mr. Nostradamus. All right. So that's Mr. Nostradamus. And that's why I think he was so psychic as well, is because there was like an opening of the channel up, but he was able to hear things then. And it was like a near-death experience. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. So let's kind of look into 2025 then. So for 2025, the first one that I want to look at is, we're going to look at this New York Post down here. Come on. I know you can. We're going to look at this Russian and Ukraine ending. So this is like the first one, and I do have that link in chat. So just looking at this, like, Russian and Ukraine apparently should be ending here. So let's look at the energy between, is that going to be something that ends this year, according to Mr. Nostradamus? Is this something that we're ending? Is this something that is coming to an end? Is this something that's going to maybe continue? Or is this maybe a different conflict that we're seeing that is going to be ending? So let's take a look at that. So Russian and Ukraine ending according to Nostradamus, allegedly in 2025. Also, my left ear is ringing like crazy right now. So I don't know what that means. But what in the world? What are you trying to tell me? Am I doing the wrong one? Okay, let's take a look then. Here, we're going to take a look at the Ukraine and Russian conflict, and Ukrainian conflict. Let's see if this is going to potentially come to an end here in 2025. So we have the Six of Pentacles upright. I see this as we're brokering a deal. We're coming to an agreement, or someone's coming in to broker an agreement. Why is this the Page of Cups? Because We have new ideas, creative blocks. People are emotionally insecurity. Probably. So yeah, I'm looking at this. Oh gosh. Someone's coming in to help broker a deal. Also, if we look at this card, we have the one brokering the deal between the two people down here. It's like, I'm going to offer someone money over here, and I'm not going to offer the other one right here. Why is this? Because someone's acting really stupid or emotionally immature. Oh my gosh, my head's now just ringing. Or just emotionally blocking things. Because, oh, we have someone being emotionally immature, and we have someone who's just going for it, saying, enough is enough, let's get this done. Is what this is kind of feeling like here. Because because like these two, they're they mirror each other. Someone's just saying, enough is enough, let's get this done. The other one down here is acting like a stupid child that needs to get put into timeout. Hopes and fears here is the Four of Cups reversed, which is sudden awareness, choosing happiness, acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. I am seeing that this Russian and the Russian-Ukraine conflict is probably going to be coming to an end, where someone looks like they're retreating. We're trying to get out of here. Unseen obstacles, though, is the Three of Swords upright, which is, I think someone's getting a really bad end of this deal. Yeah, someone's getting a bad end of the deal. Someone's going to be left holding the pieces of their heart and being like, how could you do this to us? This could be a little bit of a betrayal. This could just be a breaking up of an alliance or of two groups of people who were maybe before good. Here, the other challenge is someone's getting backed into a corner. I'm not sure who this could be, but someone's getting backed into a corner where they are now becoming victims of their own circumstances. They can't keep going on in the way that they are going. So when we're looking at this with the Russian and Ukraine conflict, it's one of them is getting the short end of the stick, and the other one is getting the support that they need. What's going for them? The Two of Cups. They are going to be coming, again, we're having an agreement or peace treaty of some sort, where it's like we're going to agree to disagree, or we're going to agree for peace moving forward. I don't know who might be coming in, but there's a third party here coming in to help broker this deal. Maybe this is, because here in the past, we have courage, we have strength, passion, influence, focus, compassion. So it's like this is a strong, it's like someone's getting strong-armed, I think, into a corner. I also see here that, again, it's like a lioness coming in and saying enough is enough. It's like the big person in top is coming and being like, we're the strong person, let's get this figured out. Because here in the future, the King of Cups, which is cold, bad advice, emotional manipulation, moodiness, self-compassion, inner feelings. So when it comes to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, it almost feels like neither party is going to be happy with how it ends, but it needed to end for some reason. I can't figure that out quite yet. But in the future, there's going to be someone who's really kind of unhappy and is going to probably be using other methods to not cause harm, but to, you know how you have that one friend that always is like, okay, you agree to disagree, but they always make like these snide comments and they just rub you the wrong way, but they're in the friend group. So, and they get along well with everyone else, but not you. It's like, and you get along with everyone else, but just not this person. Like, that's who this kind of feels like. It's like these two are always going to be at odds. These two are always going to be not like on friendly terms. So, yeah. And it's like they're just going to be a little bit, they're going to agree to disagree is all I'm going to say. And I think that's kind of just where this relationship for them ends. But again, I do see this a peace deal being brokered between the two of them and whatever that looks like. So that's what I'm seeing here for Mr. Nostradamus's prediction, the New York Post. They might have that one right. Cool. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Go into the comments. Hello, House of Cards Tarot. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Oh, and like stir the pot, passive aggressive sniping. Yes, it's gonna be like these little pot shots that people have been taking. Like I think if we remember correctly, before the what is it? Before the whole thing came up between Russia and Ukraine, they were always really taking like little shots at each other or little things, snips here and there. It feels like they're just gonna go back to that, but it's like they won't have the full on scale like conflict, and it feels like that's just kind of ending because someone is coming in. What was at the bottom of the deck? The sun. Yeah, also this was at the bottom of the deck. I don't think I shuffled at all. No. So with the sun at the bottom, I do feel like, yeah, the Russian Ukraine conflict will be ending here in 2025. Can I give like an exact time frame? I'm not feeling an exact time frame on it, but it does feel like it will be ending. So we have one less thing to worry about potentially. All right. Hi, Janie. Currently, we're going through. So Janie, we're going through Nostradamus's predictions for 2025. So I don't know about the Israel. We can look at the Israel one if we want to. I mean, I'm kind of trying to keep it specifically to Nostradamus's stuff, and he didn't from the New York Post. So. Oh, cool. Thanks for the confirmation, Oh No Wendigos. That's kind of interesting. I wonder to I wonder if he got ill but survived the plague himself, and that might have been like he was having near-death experiences with that to initially start with. Interesting. Interesting. Also, JJ, for the Israel war, I'm not sure if I'll read on that in tonight's reading, as we're kind of keeping it very focused on Nostradamus. But I might be doing a reading coming up separately. If we're interested, we could do a members only video where we look at that. Because I'm not sure if I want to be for that. So. Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's super cool. Interesting. He married a rich woman and he wrote the prophecies to try to get a handle on the death. I mean, he could have. I could definitely see that. Yeah. But yeah, for people who are asking in the chat, yeah, it's we're going to try and keep it really really to the Nostradamus predictions, because that's kind of what I have the live stream for. And also ooh, yeah, we could do that at a different point in time. I'm probably going to do another live stream before the end of the year. If y'all are interested, I might do one on the 31st. If y'all want to help me ring in the new year, we could bring in the new year with a cool live stream if y'all are interested in that. We might be able to do some of these different, we could do maybe some, you know what we could do? I haven't done one of these in a while. If y'all want me to do a Zodiac predictions for 2025, a filming of that, if y'all would be interested, we could do that for 2025. So to bring in the new year, we could have, well, what to expect in your coming new year from your Zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising, whichever one you feel most called to. So we might do that live stream coming up here. So, all right, let's get into England now, y'all, because apparently England is going to be having a plague. So let's take a look at what's going on with England, and it's plagued. Oh, really? An ailment of his? It could have been. It could have been. Tinnitus. Hey, stay woke. I am currently just doing readings on people for Nostradamus predictions tonight. Thank you for the suggestion, but I'm trying to keep it kind of focused. So, all right, let's take a look here now to England. Let's head to England, y'all, for, are we having a plague in England? Because that's apparently something. So, let's take a look here. Are we going to be seeing a plague in England this year? So we have the Four of Wands reversed. So Personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transience. So when I'm looking at this, can we focus, please? Thank you. When we're looking at the Four of Wands reversed and what's coming for England, it feels like the foundation of England is kind of going through an upheaval here in 2025. Why is this? Because of bad deals and or bad contracts that are being brokered at seems like a higher level. It seems like this is something that has been talked about before. Page of Swords, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge. I'm not seeing a plague so much for them, but I am seeing more of like a political upheaval for them here in 2025. Hopes and fears here. They do have an offer that they want to give out to people. They want to follow the heart, Prince Charming proposals. Something going on with Prince William. Because it feels like we might be having some royal issue, like the royal family issues more. Because again, with this home and or family, I also am getting like a royal family. This is their home. What's going on with them? Are they going to try and get rid of the royal family now in the UK? In this coming year? It's like, this is new ideas that we have popping in. We want to offer the people something. However, we have the Page of Wands. Hold the heck on. So we have the Page of Swords. Someone wants to come out and speak about something. Then we have the Knight of Cups. This feels like Prince William. And then we have down here, the unseen obstacles is the Page of Wands. This is another young energy. It feels like that wants to come and usurp what's going on within the royal family. Is there someone is this maybe Prince Harry? Is this maybe Meghan? This is someone who's like a younger energy within the royal family that looks like they want to cause a little bit of chaos and or drama. The challenge here is like, we have two decisions that we can make. It almost feels like, do we keep the royal family or do we get rid of the royal family? I think that might be a big conversation or a topic of conversation when it comes to England here in 2025. What's going for them though? It takes a lot of freaking work to do this. And there's a lot of self-development, perfectionism, misdirected activity, no passion, uninspired, no motivation. So when I'm looking here in England, or I should just say the United or the UK no, it's probably England, the Commonwealth. I am seeing this as whatever direction that they want to go in England, the government, whatever it is, whatever this direction is, they're not going to be able to make forward progress on it because one, it's too big of a thing to handle. And two, it's almost like people are all over the place when it comes to, let's do this. No, let's do that. No, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. And it's like, there's mixed perspectives where there are some people who want to prioritize, let's prioritize our people, our island. There's other people who want to prioritize, let's get rid of the royal family. There's other people who want to prioritize, I just want to be able to live comfortably. Then there's the other priority of, I want to be able to own a home. I want to be able to have a sustainability living. And it's like there's different priorities for different people, and those priorities are going to be conflicting, and they can't unify for a single one of them, which is what feels like England's going to be definitely feeling very harshly and heavily here within 2025. Here in the past, it's completion, accomplishment, new things going on. So it's like this was like for England, like we're starting to have a new cycle is starting, and then here in the future, trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. 8 of Cups reversed. So I don't see a lot of change coming here for England in 2025. It feels like we're going to be having a repeat of this last year into this year. I don't know what else to say other than it seems like everyone's just so scattered all over the place and no one's kind of focusing on one certain place or thing, and it's causing a lot of upheaval and turmoil. That's what I'm seeing here in 2025 for the royal family. It's like, it's just everyone's all over the place and no one can get on the same page. No one can get on the same page because we're getting distractions all over the place where this group over here says we need to do this. Oh, this group over here says we need to do this. And then there's this group over here that says we need to do this. And everyone has different priorities. So that's what I'm seeing there. I don't see a plague. I'm just seeing everyone's just, it could be just a plague of the soul. So, yeah. Oh, and hi, Jane Marie. Welcome, welcome to this. Yeah, and I know this year did fly by. This year completely flew by, and I'm like, what in the world happened? I'm like, it's 2024. I remember when I started off this year to where I am this year, and I'm like, it's two very different points of my life. And I'm like, can we just, like, I don't know. Also, what reading did I confirm of ants that I don't know about? Like, I love Aphrodite. He's actually one of the big reasons why I actually started my YouTube career, but I'm not sure. What reading of his did I confirm what I'm feeling? Because I'm sorry, England, y'all are all over the place. I mean, I'm a hot mess, but at least if I'm a hot mess, I'm a hot mess. But you know what? I'll bring other people along for my hot messes. It's a good time. We're all hot messes together, right? All right. Okay, for this one, I'm going to go here. So, oh, the unrest over England and the monarchy. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are. I would say the royal monarchy in England is going all over the place, man. It's a mess. They are a giant effing mess, and I need to do an update on them as well because I haven't done one in a while. And they are a fun hot mess, yeah. They are just a hot mess, though. So, but they're fun. Okay, so the next one that we're going to be looking at we're going to look at this asteroid. Apparently, Earth has this asteroid, and it's been proven we have an asteroid hitting Earth. Come on. So we have asteroid. So let's take a look at this asteroid that we got going on here. Do we have an asteroid hitting us? If it's not an asteroid hitting us, what does it getting really close to us mean? And the such. So let's take a look. See, boop boop boo do 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 do. All right, so let's take a look here. Do we have an asteroid coming for us in the Earth? What do we see? How do we feel? What's going on? And the such. So let's take a look. What kind of asteroid's gonna potentially hit us? Is this an actual thing that's gonna happen? If not, what are kind of the effects here on Earth of it? If so, well, shit. Welcome to apparently the Great Reset of 2025. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. What's going on with this asteroid? Is an asteroid going to hit Earth? So we have the Eight of Cups. No, it's not going to hit us. But it is going to fly by. Eight of Cups is like it's walking away from us, or we're moving in a different direction. I also see with the train tracks here, it's like on a specific path, it's on a specific course, and it's like we don't need, and like we're not on that course. As you can see, there's nothing on these train tracks. It's just a set of train tracks moving forward, go to us. But there's nothing on it, so like nothing is getting hit. However, with the King of Cups here, with the King of Cups here, it does feel like there has been some sort of manipulation or something gets pulled out of alignment. So was this, I'm going to say like this earthly asteroid that might hit Earth, it was supposed to get a lot closer than what it does. I don't know what's manipulating it, but with the King of Cups here, it's like there's a bunch of different arms that go out to help manipulate it, move it, and go into different directions. Because from like a resources here, it's the Four of Pentacles. We're able to keep our home right where it's at. We're also able to keep our resources. I don't know what this is all about. If I'm, because like Four of Pentacles, it's like you're hoarding your resources, hoarding your resources. Does this asteroid have like some really valuable stuff in it? And I don't know why I'm feeling aliens all of a sudden, but it's like aliens, like Earth doesn't deserve that. Earth doesn't deserve that. They don't deserve it. Why do they get it? No. So it's like it's not going to get pulled into Earth's atmosphere. It's not going to get pulled into it. It's actually getting pulled out of it. Because it's like Earth doesn't need that. Earth needs to figure out its own shit before it can be given other things. Like I said, it's been pulled out of its alignment from where it originally was, in my opinion here. Hopes and fears, it's the Nine of Pentacles. If it would hit, it would bring a ton of resources and a ton of wealth to the planet. Also, it feels like things become obsolete a little bit. The unseen obstacle here is the Five of Cups. Mourning. It's... We could see this as mourning, but I'm also getting here, just looking at the imagery of the card, it's all about... It's like this would be a well of not a well of information, but it's a well of resources. And getting this well of resources actually feels like it's more of a detriment than it is to... Yeah, it's a detriment versus... It's more of a detriment than it is it raises people up with the Five of Cups, because it's like people are now mourning what we lost instead of what we gained. So it's like we're gaining a different perspective on the world, but it's like people are like, oh, that could have been so cool. Oh, we could have got all these resources. And I'm like, you do not want those resources, because man, that is what happens. Those types of resources are the ones that people go to war for. And it's like, y'all don't need that. Y'all already have enough shit going on down on Earth. We don't need to add more problems to the problems. Yeah. Because also the other challenge here, that the Ten of Cups reverse, it's like this would cause... You know how people's families can be like torn apart from money and or resources or land? This is the exact same thing, where it's like families would be torn apart, countries would be torn apart. And wherever it would land, it's like it would be a complete and utter... It would be like the gold rush, where people are going out, there's like lawlessness, there's no way to control it. Government can come in, but it's like it's gonna be government versus the people, and it would just be a whole mess. I'm just gonna say thank aliens. Also here, what's going for us is the Five of Wands, which is fighting. There's a lot of fight for this resource or this asteroid as well. There's more than just one person. Also, it's a little badger on this card, and badgers are known to be very, very aggressive. So what I get here is, with that Five of Wands and our badger friends, aliens, thank you for taking this away from us, because if it wasn't, like, it would get messy. It would be aggressive. It's also like an aggression between, I think, Earth and between aliens as well. Like, there's not just one group of people that are fighting for this asteroid. And it's not just Earth fighting for this asteroid. It's like, this is like a few other groups that are fighting for this asteroid as well. Because here in the past, it's the Death card. It's like this would be this also, if it would hit Earth, it would be like, yeah, this is death from above. It would probably set off a great reset on Earth, which is like, you guys aren't there yet. You guys aren't to the world is ending part of the story yet. And then here in the future, we have the Ten of Wands, but you guys have burdens that you guys must have, and the asteroid itself would be a burden if it would hit. The resource is a burden. You guys have a different direction that you guys are on, like because if we're looking at this card, I'm gonna try and bring it up. It's the Ten of Wands, And it's just this little dog looking out on this path that it's on. It's not inhibited. It's just, it's a long journey, right? And it's like, that's what Earth is on. The Earth is on a long journey forward, to forward progression and movement. You don't need something coming down from the sky to help, I don't know, reset things. I just see this is the long progress forward, and the asteroid's going to come back around. And when the asteroid comes back around, it'll have a different chance. So, alrighty. That's what I'm feeling here for the asteroid. It's not hitting us. It could have, and it probably would have if it wasn't for alien interference. So, that's what I'm seeing. Burr, 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 burr. So, alright. Let's go into the chat, y'all. Yeah, I completely, yeah, gold. Yep. Thanks for giving me number 3, J. Marie. Yes, welcome Aquarius Power to the live. I love doing these. This is a lot of fun for me, at least. Also, if we're looking at no, aliens grab it again. I don't know. It's going to be coming back around in like 50, 40 years. I don't know. Or like 100 plus years. I don't know when it's coming back around. But let's just be happy it's not coming around now. We do not have the energy or the time for this bullshit, in my opinion. Also, do I think it might be 4th or 5th dimensional beings possibly helping us? I don't know. I don't know if it's for... See, for aliens, I'm not sure yet, because there's, in my brain, like, how I view aliens is, and I haven't probably sat down and thought about this enough, but like my initial thoughts right here on them. So like we have our interdimensional traveling beings, like they go back and forth to different places, different things, right? And people call them aliens. And then we have like our gray people, or like the little green aliens, the gray people, and like we see those and like we're like, well, those are like a 3D thing, right? So, and then like we have other things that we've been trying to classify as aliens, and I'm not sure 4th or 5th dimensional beings, if they're classified, I don't think they're aliens. To me, they aren't aliens. They're just beings that vibrate on a higher vibration and they communicate differently. But what this feels like more to me would be like those little gray people, or the gray aliens that we kind of, that like were popularized in like the 50s and the 60s. Like that's what it's like. It's something tangible, like you can taste, touch, hear, smell, like they're right in front of me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And for Earth too, it's a really interesting thing, because like I believe that like these aliens trying to like pull things off course, they are a 3-dimensional being. I think we're also very misinformed on what aliens are and how we classify an alien, because to many, we are aliens. We are like the utmost of aliens. Like humans are weird in a way that not a lot of other species, I think, understand us. Or understand the being, the concept of the soul. It's weird. It's very, very weird. And I'm not sure how that all works, to be 100% honest. Smelling an alien. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever smelled an alien? I'm pretty sure they smell kind of just like us, maybe a little bit different. Because I don't know, like what's their genetic makeup versus our genetic makeup? Like you touch, taste, hear, and smell things. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at here is we're going to look at, will the Amazon be harmed? Apparently, the breadbasket of the world, we're having sulfur, we're having potential volcanic activity, we're having major issues down yonder in the south of Americas. So I want to take a look at, is that something that energetically that we're going to be seeing here potentially in 2025 from a Nostradamus prediction? So that's the next one we're going to be looking at here. So, alrighty, let's take a look-see. Whoop, whoop, boo. So, let's take a look here. Is there any harm coming to the Amazon from a volcanic, not even a volcanic, but just, are we seeing any harm coming to to the Amazon this year. So let's take a look-see here. So, is any harm coming to the Amazon? The Queen of Cups reversed. If we don't knock it off, it's going to. So when I see the Queen of Cups reversed here, it's like, y'all aren't nurturing this thing. Like, where's the water? It's like we're having issues getting water there. There's issues with the water, poisoned water. They're doing something to the water. Why is this? The Eight of Pentacles. Hard work. Also looking at all these worker bees. I think this is probably industrialization coming into the Amazon more. So do I see it as like, oh, we're having volcanic issues? No. Am I seeing the clear cutting and burning of those areas for development coming in heavily? Yes. And it's going to cause a lot of issues because, one, there's issues with the water getting contaminated, water not doing well. Where I'm located, like, we have a giant river system, and they have, like, back in, like, over 100 plus years ago, there used to be tanneries on this river system, so it contaminated all these riverways. And they're currently doing, like, a huge, massive cleanup, and they're doing a huge, massive cleanup of the rivers because of all the sediment and the industrialization. And it feels like there's a major issue with that gonna have coming down the pipeline for places in the Amazon. Because it's like, you think that your water, the resource of your water is good, but in reality, it's turning really bad. Because from a financial or resources perspective here, the Hermit being isolated. There's going to be a lot of isolated incidents. There's nothing going here. And here's the thing that it feels why it's going to happen as it does. It's going to be clear cutting and burning, slash and burn, or whatever you want to call it. And here's the thing. This isn't something that like a huge company is coming in and just clear cutting the entire thing down. No. It's all these individual little people, farmers, individuals who are just looking to get a little bit more land or get a little bit more of an upper hand. And that's what's causing it. It's all these isolated incidents that are going to cause a massive issue because there's no government oversight coming in and saying, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And it's causing major issues for the water supply as well as just the land itself. Because the hopes and fears here, it's the Four of Pentacles. It's like the land will always give. The land will always give. But it's like, y'all are taking from the land and not giving back to the land. Because it's like, we want to take more, and we want more, and we want more, and we want more. I do see this as more slash and burn rather than, say, a natural event. Because unseen obstacles, the Five of Cups. Also, is there going to be underground, or is there going to be drilling for water? Like, are they taking water from, like, wells and, like, pumping it to large industrialized areas, like Rio de Janeiro? Because it feels like there's something with water. Also, is there a water bottling company going to get put up there? Because it feels like you know how they have, like, the Fiji waters out there? This feels like they're setting up a well, they're setting up a place where you can now get certified Amazon drinking water. And because you now have this clear Amazon drinking water, it's causing issues for the water supply. Yeah, I would say like overtapping the water reservoirs. Yeah, I could see that. Because the other challenge here is the Ten of Wands reverse, which is you're trying to restructure things to rebalance, but it's like your rebalancing is not going very well. What's going for it? The Ace of Cups. The water's the most important thing about the Amazon. If there's anything that needs to be protected, it's the water. There's a huge issue with the water. And as long as they keep the water going, and clean, it'll be fine. But here's the thing. And this is what people are going to protect, and I think this is kind of the legal direction that they're going to take it in within the next year, especially within Brazil. It does feel as though the waterway, the water protections on water, because it's the cleanest water that they're going to have, and maybe it's not the cleanest, but because of the water within the Amazon rainforest and the properties that it does have for the surrounding communities, it's going to be the number one reason why the forest itself will be protected, because the water needs to stay clean, because the water is what runs everything in that country, and it feels like in South America as well. Here in the past, the King of Cups reversed. This is the overtapping of water. I'm sorry, it's just the overtapping, the contamination of water. Also, people kind of, I feel like, going underneath the table to get it, or there's also major irrigation issues. People are tapping into the river, and irrigation rights. Irrigation rights feels like a major thing too coming up. And then here in the future, the Six of Swords, moving forward, progress. They might also make this a giant, you know how they have the riverboat cruises in Europe? Why do I feel like the Amazon might become a destination for like riverboat cruises or something along those lines? Because it's like, this is a great tourism thing still. There's protections around it, one for tourism, two for the water rights. Water is like and for its like transportation and how we're transporting goods to and from places. That is the major reason on how things are going to get protected there. Also, irrigation rights. There's issues with who's tapping into the water to irrigate their crops or put stuff out there, because that's also a major, major issue going on, in my opinion here. That's what I'm seeing for the Amazon rainforest. Overtapping of waters, well rights. Who doesn't have the well rights? Water bottling company down there who's trying to, I think, probably increase the amount of water that they take out of the Amazon to take to other places. It's a whole effing mess, right? So, oi, oi, oi. All right, next thing's next. And this is the last one for the New York Post. Oh, excuse me. And this is going to be the rise of aquatic empire, question mark? This is the one I'm most excited for, because if y'all haven't seen, I did our Aliens Among Us reading, and it piggybacks off of Are There Aliens in the Water, which was something that was kind of confirmed earlier here in the here by the United States government not too long ago. And y'all, that reading was wild, and I'm like, are we gonna see the rise of the aquatic empire come up? Because they've been around. Oh my gosh, here we go. Excuse me. Whenever I start talking about them, I start yawning like crazy. I don't know why, I just do. So I apologize if there's going to be a lot of yawning in this section of the reading. But this is a reading. These people would call them aliens. I'm calling them, I think I call them the kind of Anakash, oh gosh, Anakashic, not Anakashic, but Ashanic or Ashak. I'm gonna call them the Asha people. But they are like the people of the water. I call them the Asha. They're gonna probably yell at me because I'm not doing it right again, but it's okay. It's okay. But the Asha people, and they're the ones who kind of live under the water. If I've lost you, I'm sorry, but that's where we're at. So we're gonna take a look here at the aquatic empire. Are they going to be rising? Are they going to be showing themselves in a major way? So let's take a look-see, shall we? All right. Will we be seeing the rise of the aquatic empire, or as I like to call them, the Asha people? The Page of Swords. It's an option. It's an option. It feels like we've said one thing and we've done another. Also, with this being in reverse, the Page of Swords being reversed, look at it, like we're flying through a storm and like there's lightning all around, and it's like, do I feel like they're going to be coming through right in this coming year in 2025? No. But we're going to be hearing, I think, some weird stories when it comes to individuals or groups of people when they are crossing bodies of water, especially in the oceans, where there might have been issues. Hear me out. It feels like if there's like a cyclone or a hurricane or there's a storm and the boats or fishermen, like there's issues that occur and like they get thrown from the boat or this, that, and the other thing. There feels like there might be help coming from these peoples in ways of like, well, how did I get here? What happened? This is like they're being more helpful, or they're letting their presence be known in other ways other than just being like, boom, hey, we're here, y'all, let us be, and then we're gonna go back into the water. No. Like, this group feels like they're now kind of coming more, you know how we have like the myths of mermaids, sirens, and the such? It feels like we're going to be seeing like resurgence of those types of stories coming up, about where it's like we're going to think that they're myths or tall tales, but in reality, like they are actual 3D, like flesh and bone peoples that are coming to help humans as they're crossing to and fro. It's like they were trying to build like a trust between us and them for things coming forward. Because why? The hanged man reversed. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but there's my underwater kingdom. Underwater. I don't know what else to say other than there's your underwater empire. Seeing this reverse, I do not see them coming to the fruition of coming in here in 2025. Is this a rise of the empire? Nah. Is this a rise of, I guess it feels like we're more testing the waters and building a base with the people of Earth rather than, say, the elites of the Earth. My throat's getting a little sore. So, with hopes or financial influences or material influences on the situation, the Fool, they're not stupid. We're also not going to, we know what this, there isn't a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow in this point in time. Looking down here as well for the hopes and fears is like the Star. We do want to be seen. We are going to be seen. We're going to be interacting with people. Again, it's like we're building up stories with others and building this in a positive relationship rather than the negative one that's been sent. Unseen obstacles, though, here is the Eight of Swords reversed, which is, we've been stereotyped and stereocast for such a long time. There is a issues when kind of coming out and like breaking free of those stories, of those ties and the such. Also the other challenge, Three of Pentacles, there's agreements that they have. I also get here with the Star, it's like we're trying to build relationships with the people of the water, then there's humans, and then there's the aliens from above. And it's like, there's like three different people, three different groups that are trying to bring this all together. And it's like, right now isn't the right time. And like, there's agreements in place that don't allow them to like kind of rise up and take things over. Also here with the King of Pentacles was what's going for them. They also all hold all the keys and all the resources for whatever they have. FYI. They hold all the resources. What makes Earth so special is down below. What makes them essentially what makes Earth so special is the people down below who hold all the resources, and the alien and the Mer people, the Akash people actually have and can get and access, which is like the major big thing that all aliens want for some reason. I haven't been able to figure out what it is yet. Here in the past, we have the Knight of Swords. This is an idea that they thought about. We just kind of want to go boom in and then kind of come to the forefront. But then here in the future, the Magician. Do I think in 2025 is going to be the year that we hear about them? No. Are we going to see them rise? Yes. We're going to see the underwater people rise, but it's because they got to get closer to the surface. And I felt this in my last reading, where they need to get closer to the surface because humanity went and screwed up and put nuclear waste in the water, and now where they were residing is now toxic and they can't live, so now they have to go up to get away from the nuclear waste that's now settling at the bottom of the ocean. But that's just what I'm seeing. So that's what I see here for the underwater peoples. Do I see them coming? I would say they're closer to maybe like 2035 rather than 2025 to rise and see something. So that's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's take a look at chat. So, oh, hi, Blackface Smile, welcome. So the topics that we went through tonight so far, we're just doing the whatchamacallit, Nostradamus predictions for 2025. So the ones that we've gone through tonight is Russian and Ukraine is the Russian-Ukraine conflict ending. England, are they having a plague? Asteroid, are we getting hit on Earth here? Is there going to be any harm to the Amazon? And then we just did the Aquatic Empire Rises. So what's going to happen? What kind of, are we going to see mermaids or mermans coming up and taking over Earth because humans are stupid? Well, we just got done with that one. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they want to do more peaceful agreements or peaceful things with the people of Earth rather than the elites of Earth, is what I'm kind of seeing. How'd you guys feel about that one? Questions, concerns, things that we got going on? I don't know. We're just having a grand old time. And we're cruising through quite a bit of them today. So, all right. What else do we see? I don't know. Is there anything else in 2025 that you guys want me to read on? Like, from like maybe like a little bit more of a worldwide perspective? Because I'm kind of looking at my list here and I'm curious. I have one that I'm really curious about. And this is like a geopolitical conflicts. And this was in an MSN one that I found. And it says, in this geopolitical conflict, it says brothers turned enemies, broken alliances. So I'm almost curious if I want to read on the royal family and how, is this a brothers turned enemies William Harry situation? If y'all are interested in maybe that, let me know. I can maybe read on that. Otherwise, let me know if there's anything else you really want me to read on. Yeah, Uno Wendigos, I agree. I don't think that those, when we're looking at the Akash people, oh yeah, we can look at Bitcoin. Yeah, they probably don't. I don't think they look like Ariel either, y'all. If I would, I don't know what they would look like. I don't know. I haven't asked what they looked like. They're a weird bunch, let me tell you. They're not even a weird bunch. It's like, what I would almost say is that they look gray. They have a blue-gray hue to them. A blue-gray hue to them. And they are looking alien-like. They aren't humanoid in any way. Yeah. Blackface Smile, what do you mean by celebrating, if I may ask? What do you mean by celebrating? Because I'm kind of curious on what you mean by that. What's celebrating? Yeah. Yeah. We can do that. Why don't we do, yeah, we can look at the Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin really quick. I think that'll be a fun one for us to do. I'm going to grab this deck out for that one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do Bitcoin. That'll be fun. We can do Bitcoin for 2025. Have some fun, do some things. Uh-huh. Yeah, I would totally agree. Yeah, we're the weird ones. Yeah, the Akash people, as I'm going to call them, they have been around on Earth a lot longer than humans have. That's something I've felt pretty big there. I don't know. I should probably just do an entire video on aliens again, because like feels like there's like 5 different alien groups sometimes like around Earth that are just trying to do things, and it's just a whole, it can be confusing sometimes. So, oh, yeah, we might be able to do some celebrities. I do want to kind of keep to more of like the worldwide stuff today. And then I might do another. We'll see if we can do maybe two more. We'll see. I do enjoy the live streams. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy them. I hope y'all enjoy them. So we might be able to do some other stuff too coming up here. So let's see. Let's look at Bitcoin. What do we see a rise in Bitcoin? Oh, I don't know who the sassiest are, but we're gonna see. We'll see at one point. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin, aka this is economic changes. So the great upheaval. We'll see if this is like blockchain or Bitcoin. What does that look like? Is this kind of like the thing that's taking over the world coming up here? The Empress, well, might not be the Empress. Well, hi, King of Pentacles. Just chilling like a villain there. I wanted to make sure that you were seen. So with Bitcoin and blockchain and all the other stuff, alongside this Empress here, because that's what I pulled. I pulled both of them here for it. It seems as though there is going to be an emergence of Bitcoin. We are going to see the emergence of new currencies that are going to be coming up, and we're going to be nurturing and putting more time, money, and value and effort into. This is going to be a decision that we're making here with the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, it could be the King of Pentacles in a server room. It definitely could be. But here also with this Two of Pentacles, I am seeing this as like we have a decision to make. Which one are we going with? Are we going with the old fashioned, or are we going in the version of Bitcoin? It feels like this year is going into 2025. Nothing has shifted over quite yet because we're still in the physical and in the Bitcoin era of it. There's two different versions of it, and it still feels like we're still in this, which version are we going with? We're still testing and toying things out. There's a lot of people who do not want Bitcoin. I will say here from like a high perspective, like the elites of the world, Three of Cups reverse, it's like, yeah, we're not good friends with any of that. We don't want to do any of that. From financial institutions, it doesn't work well with it doesn't play well with other people. From hopes and fears here, it's the Four of Pentacles. We want to open the vaults to, I think, the physical stuff instead of other things. Also, looking down here with our unseen obstacles, it's the Justice card. There's also, 2025 isn't going to be the year of it, but I do feel it's coming in some way. But here's the thing. It's like with Bitcoin works really well right now when it comes to the whole world having access to the internet, right? Or to things. If electricity goes down, what good is Bitcoin? That's my question here. And I think that's a question that's keeping being asked. It's like, what good does Bitcoin do when we don't have electricity? What value does it really truly have? Gold is still king. Silver is still queen. And this is kind of I think the discussion that we're kind of moving in. It's like everyone should have access to it. You don't need to, because also here the other challenge is the Two of Wands reverse. It's like we have to rethink how we're doing it, because Bitcoin, yes, very super good, whoever, whatever. But we have to rethink how we're implementing it, because there's, again, if electricity goes down, what good does it do? Because what's going for it, though, is that we're having a lot of, I'd almost say, do I think Bitcoin's going to go down in value this year? That's a tough one. When we look at Bitcoin, though, in its power or influence that it has coming up, it's going to be important, yes. However, there's some sort of event, it feels like, that exposes its value or exposes its weaknesses in some way. And as Bitcoin's weaknesses are exposed, because it's like, we got to push this out, let's put it to the level, let's put it to the test. People don't, its weaknesses shine through. Here in the past, the Eight of Wands, it's been stuck or halted in the past, and here in the future, the Ace of Wands. I don't see Bitcoin I don't see Bitcoin being, it's overhyped right now. Yes. And as we're looking with this Ace of Wands, it's like we're overhyping it, we're oversaturating it. It's like we're burnt out on it. Not everyone can have access to it. And there's some sort of like weird, there's also something really weird with it in how it's used or what it's typically used for, that might get exposed. And it's like, well, I almost see as like Bitcoin is going to be almost exclusively for like black market deals. And like, that's like the black market currency. Bitcoin is a black market currency, not maybe a currency that is accepted worldwide. Because again, what is Bitcoin going to do for you if you're in the middle of, say, I don't know, you're at a convenience store in the middle of nowhere America, or you're in the middle of nowhere India, or you're in the middle of nowhere Russia. What is Bitcoin going to do for you? The satellites don't work there. Or if the satellites work there, there's not enough electricity there to power them or power the machines to take it. Its weaknesses are going to be exposed here within 2025 is what it feels like for Bitcoin, at least in my perspective. It's going to take a lot more implementation, or a lot more, just how electric cars are going and how you need to have the infrastructure in place to make them really viable. It's the same thing for Bitcoin. You need the infrastructure in place to make it viable worldwide. All right. So, anything else? Oh, celebrities. Yeah. For 2025 celebrities. We can do a fun one. We can do a fun reading. Yeah, like what would happen if the satellites fail for any reason? How are people going to implement it? Yeah. Hello, Kiki Law. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the reading. I'm actually going to do a fun reading now. I think we've gone through some fun things here with Nostradamus. If anyone's got like a fun, like worldwide thing they want me to look at from, whatchamacallit, worldwide 2025 predictions, let me know. We're kind of just having, we can go a little bit off script now that I've got kind of like, I went through my list is done, we Gucci, we good, we're having a good time. I don't know, I just want to kind of keep it more strictly to 2025 predictions of things, just to keep my brain all in alignment with things. So, oh my goodness. I'm also gonna get a drink of water. My voice is sore. I've been doing readings since, what, like noon today? So I've been doing reading, little bit of a break, 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 and then now we're here. So like I've been doing readings for a while. Ooh. Sure, we can look at oh, Blackface Smile. I got something for you. A new video for Johnny Depp. I filmed it today. It is going to be out, I think, Sunday for you. So, new Johnny Depp reading is incoming. So no worries. But yeah, Armando, yeah, we can look at the downfall of celebrities in 2025. What does that kind of look like? What does that look like? Yes. For a few of members in the chat, what if you give some nice things in 25? I can do some nice things. Like I can do, I'll get some general messages for things that we can look forward to. Happy things for 2025. Let's look at celebrities really quick, what we can see for 2025, and then we will get to some fun, happy things. And I think that's where we're going to probably wrap things up for everyone. So, yeah, because y'all, I love being on live stream, but man, my voice hurts. So let's take a look. Upcoming, what's the energy for our celebrities here in 2025? Are we seeing a massive downfall of celebrity culture? And if so, how does that maybe look like? So let's take a look. Page of Swords upright. So we're having some communications are coming forward in the middle of the night or in some way that are going to be talked about when it comes to celebrities and what's kind of coming out. This is going to be probably coming out around their opulence, their money, how they've made their money, how much money they actually have, their richness. I also get that this is parties and how massive they are and the amount of money that is actually spent on one of them, and when in reality, okay, so you just spent 20 grand on a party for your rich and famous friends and the such. 20 grand a year gets I don't know, a family of 4, rent for a year, and you just blew this on one single party. Feels like that's kind of information that's coming out, because from financial influences, this is the 10 of Wands reverse. There's also going to be a shift of where the money's going, or where resources are going, because 10 of Wands is like, we need to restructure, rebalance how money is being spent. Legitimately, it does feel, when it comes to the downfall of celebrities, it will be along the lines of, and the information coming out about it is just how much money they actually make, or how much money they actually spend on this on the stuff that they got going on. Because hopes and fears, like, that you can't. It's a two of swords verse. Like, this is the decision that was made. This is a decision that was made. You made this decision. The boogeyman's coming. You made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. Your hopes and fear, or your unseen obstacles, though, is that there's gonna be quite a few people that are gonna be defended. You know how we have the stan culture with like the beehives or the barbs, or beehive, barbs. My Johnny Depp people, I love y'all. I really, really do. But sometimes y'all scare me because of the stan culture behind it. So I do see this as like there's a bunch of stands that are coming. I also see that we're going to be focusing on just singular people, when in reality it's the entire industry that we should be going after. The other challenge here is a lot of these celebrities are trying to avoid capture or avoid getting in trouble with something. Because the 5 of Pentacles, it's like, I don't have money. Or it's like the 5 of Pentacles. There's the wee woo wagon going by, going wee woo wee woo wee woo, and trying to get to people, and people are trying to avoid getting caught by the cops, whether that's I'm gonna go underground or the such in some way. What's going for a lot of them? They are going to be emotionally manipulative to their audiences, where, hey, I didn't do this thing. Oh, you guys love me for this. Oh, you guys love me for that. And in reality, you don't know these people from Adam. They can tell you, oh, I did this cool thing over here. And it's like, well, where's the proof? And I think that's going to be something that we as a collective need to kind of keep going towards. It's like, just show us the proof that you actually did this and that there were no ulterior motivations. Because you can say you did this. You were like, you could have given like $15 million to this children's relief fund, but you also over here were part of a Diddy party, and we have you on video doing some really nasty shit. Just because you gave $15 million does not absolve you from the crimes that we see you doing on a video. So it's like holding people's feet to the fire on things. And I think that's going to be a struggle within us as a society as well, where it's like, well, they did this cool thing, but does that absolve them from the shitty things that they've also done? Here in the past, it's the Fool. It's like they're look at this. It's an offer of a rose to these innocent people. It's like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna offer you this lovely rose, this peace offering. Uh, but in reality, you're still going with the vampire, like. And then here in the future, Three of Pentacles. So there are lots of deals going on behind the scenes. We're mapping things out. We have our police commissioner, we have our people at the top, we have our goonies. There's a lot of deals being made in here in the future, especially when it comes to celebrities, of who's going to downfall, who gets to stay, and who's got to get the boot to the other side, or the boot somewhere else, who just won't be able to come back. So I think we're going to start seeing this trickle effect here in 2025. I'm planning on doing a completely separate reading on Diddy and what's to expect or come from the 2025 trial and everything coming there. So, but just looking at it from a celebrity culture as a worldwide thing, or even just in general, the entertainment industry, we are seeing a massive shift of people doing deals, getting away with things, more people flipping, and just more things coming out as it does. It will be the downfall, but not in the giant catastrophic like tower moment that people know about. This is more like it's bits and pieces are going to be taken away and not rebuilt somewhere else, but just bits and pieces are taken away to just dismantle it slowly rather than have it all come crashing down at once. So that's what I'm seeing here for our downfall of 2025. Also, welcome Emily Grace. Thanks for joining. Are you going to update us on the? Oh, I'm pretty sure you just came out that took advantage. Oh my gosh, did they just come out with a bunch of the COVID relief funds? I think I saw that. Even with like a bunch of like YouTube influencers were doing that as well. Oh, and then looking Blackface Smiles. Are you going to update us about the JD Tower moment for him? I hope this dark time. It has. I will give you a little bit of a spoiler. I think we're past the Tower moment for him. So, yeah. We spend years studying in a university, burning our eyes, and our salaries are not compensated compared to the time invested in learning a career. Yeah. I don't know. We're going through a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Also, I agree with you. Make no man your idol. Oh no, Wendigos. No more. At this point, I'm just like, okay, this is a cool person. Do I trust them? No. Do I want to see them? No. Are we gonna have a good time? I'm going to enjoy the art that you have given us, but I do not know if I will enjoy you as a person because I don't know you as a person. I know the character you played. So, oh yeah, completely agree. Those celebrities earn tons of money and then they are shady and just nasty ass people. So, completely agree there. Oh my goodness gracious. They are pieces of work. So, I don't know. It'll be a really interesting 2025. I do plan on doing a Diddy reading just specifically on the Diddy case and what's going out into that sphere because Diddy feels like he is just a nasty what's coming out with his trial. More stuff is coming out. More celebrities are going to get put in. It's going to be a wild time. Also, for those of you who might not have seen my newest reading on Marina Abramovich, I highly encourage y'all to go watch it. If you have been following my Diddy readings for a long time, you've probably known about this Empress that just keeps showing up all over the place. I would like to say I think we might have found our Empress, y'all. I think we might have actually found her and figured out what the frickety frick frack is going on. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Wendigos and Blackface Mouse. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. I got a story for y'all. I do have a story for all y'all on something I just found and I have to share it. Especially when it comes to people who are especially when to people who kind of maybe con their way to the top. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Have you guys ever heard? I have a question for y'all. Have you guys ever heard of a content creator called Cheyenne Jasmine? or Jasmine Cheyenne. She's a she's apparently a manifestation guru on TikTok. I don't know if anyone's heard of her. If you have, okay. If you haven't, let me give you the lowdown. Don't go look at her channel, please and thank you. Please and thank you. She claims to be a manifestation guru where it's like I can help you manifest your dream career and your manifestations and everything else. For those if you like her, awesome. I don't judge you. I don't. I just personally do not like this creator that I found. She calls herself a manifestation person, and she has a course that you can buy for $37 to learn how to manifest just like her. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Because I'm like, what do you mean? Yes, it is exactly The Secret all over again. It legitimately is. Like, you can buy her 20 video course, and I'm like, you can just, how about this? This is called, hey, I deserve better, so I'm going to do better. It's, when you look at it, it's actually pretty conceptual. When you look at psychology and psychology and that whole thing, where it's like, well, do you go and exercise? Do you take care of yourself? Are you giving, do you think that your life is going well? And it's kind of like, bro, why do I need to pay $37 to get your manifestation course, the secret course to winning at life? And I'm like, what? You mean I can't, this is why I'm going to do an actual video series on this, I think, on my second channel, where I go through and I'm trying to do learning things, where it's y'all, if you want to manifest, it's really, manifestation for me is one of the hardest things that you can do, because when you manifest, you're going to have to actually go through and actually do your shit. You got to do the shit to get it. And it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. So people are like, oh, manifestation's so easy. And I'm like, well, sometimes you got to do the work to manifest your dream life. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit jaded in that, but I mean, I've been working at my YouTube channel for, what is it, over a year now. I'm so thankful for everyone that's kind of joined me, and I love it, and I appreciate every single person. But manifestation, to manifest your dream job or your dream life, means you gotta take risks. You also gotta work hard at what you're doing and put in the consistent effort every day. And that's what I've kind of felt with this. And it's like, honey, let's put the lights on. We can all manifest and do cool things and the such. But first, we do not need to sell a $37 course on it to make it real life. And I think that just bothers me. So whatever. I just needed to get that off my chest because it's been bothering me for a while. So sorry if that's kind of I'm not here for that. I'm here for the cool things. Well, I just need to get off my chest. But what we're going to look at next, because this is something that was suggested, and that is what's just some positive messages here for the people who are in the chat that we're looking at. Some positive messages and things to kind of take with you into 2025, as we're kind of just going through, we're setting intentions. We have Christmas coming up for those who celebrate. And yeah, I just wanted to take a look at some cool things for all of y'all. So if y'all have, let's take a look into just some general messages here for my collective, my peoples in chats, for some cool, fun reassurances here in 2025 for y'all. So let's take a look-see. So we have first quarter moon in Aquarius. So one is trusting the universe. So for those who are just we're going into 2025, we're feeling things are a little bit topsy-turvy. People are all over the place. We're having some instability sometimes, where we're not sure what direction that we're going, and we're kind of unsure of how our life is going to play out in this next saga of the year. it does feel as though the universe has a plan, whether that's from a society level or just for you. As it's like, trust the universe that it's always got your back. It may not seem as though it has your back due to circumstances that you're in or people that you are talking with or looking at, but it's like we have a plan, we have a direction, and we're looking to go, and we're looking to take you in a place where your abundance and your happiness is at the forefront of your life. As well as that, we are also seeing the last quarter moon in Scorpio reveal what needs to be seen. So, looking here with the last quarter moon in Scorpio, and kind of just some general advice moving into 2025. This is also a time here between now when I'm recording and the end of the year. This is the time to let go of things. We're reevaluating directions that we're taking in our life. Just as we're trusting in the universe, we also need to be trusting in ourselves of things are coming to light that need to be seen. For some of you, I am feeling that this is like, these are some friends or even family members or a partner that's kind of coming in and is kind of being a major asshole to you. And it's like, well, here's the thing. This is being revealed to you. Their true character is being revealed to you. Are you truly going to sit there and let someone, I don't know, treat you this way? Is that the type of energy you're wanting to take with you as you're moving into 2025? I don't think you're going to want to. And that's just some energy to take into. It's like, I'm cutting people off. The people, their true colors are being revealed to me. And with those true revelations coming to me, I'm ready to be like, I'm not for this. Y'all aren't for me. Then we have full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. So, man, don't hurt me like this, my Aries people out there. I'm sorry, but with their full moon in Aries, I am getting here just sort of a positive message going into 2025. It's the world isn't crashing down, y'all. We're doing just fine. Also, if people are rubbing you the wrong way, or they're just having you, or you're just having a grand old time with people just being stupid, sometimes it's really good that we just cut them off. Also, I think as we're going into a very charged time where there's going to be a lot of people who have one opinion or another opinion, and there's a lot of people who have different priorities in life that are different than yours. Your top 3 priorities might be the exact same, is what I'm getting. However, your top 3 priorities are in a different order. And just because your top 3 priorities are in a different order doesn't mean that they don't want the same things as you. And it's just be mindful. And I think here, like the positive messages, just listen to others around you, because they probably have the same thoughts and the same ideas as you. You're just in different, you're just going through, you just have different priorities and what you're looking at and how you want to do it. Yeah. The other thing here, let's keep going. We're going to focus on the positive with our new moon in Sagittarius. The world may seem like it's going to become crashing down. It's not. Y'all, the world has been here before. The world will be here again. And you know what? People came out on the other side. Just as you were going to come out on the other side. It's like, we're going to do just fine. And then we have full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. I'm loving the Sagittarian energy. I really like it. I should look at what signs is Jupiter? I don't know. For me, my Sagittarius is in Jupiter, but it's like focusing on the positive, but then going to seeing the bigger picture. And I think this is really, if we're looking at it from a very large, not a large perspective, but from like the higher energy of it. And a really positive message is, as we're moving into 2025, it may seem that things are a little bit glum. Things are going to be like, it's the end of the world again. But really, in reality, we're seeing the bigger picture. We see the process. We see how we're getting there in one way or another. It's like we started when it was dark, and now we're moving. 2025 feels like a year of enlightenment, where we're going to start seeing how everything connects together, whether it's in the entertainment industry versus the political sphere versus how the earth is all connected together. And if you do one thing over here, it affects another thing over here. It's the same thing with you, where if we're seeing one aspect of us, but then when we see where we fit into the picture of everything, it's like everything just clicks, and it's like, I know what's going on. I know how this affects me, but I also know how my actions affects others around me. And when it affects others around me, when I put out positive thoughts, when I put out things that are changing my reality around me, the people around me, their realities are also changing. So I love this message where it's like we're seeing the bigger picture of how everyone is working together. And then to kind of tie it all together, more Sagittarian energy. We have the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. So all this Sagittarian energy is really giving me, this is a time of expansion. This is a time of looking at the bigger picture. I'm also going to grab something out really quick just so I can get all my notes on something. Where the fricky frick rag to go? Oh. Where did it go? Well, it went missing. I'll find it later. I was going to grab my little notebook of cool things. Oh, wait, no, I found it, y'all. I found it! My notebook of cool things. AKA all my astrology notes, because, y'all, I'm a nutcase. I'm not nuts. I'm not. I just have lots of pretty things, and I like charts. So, let me grab out my Sagittarius, because we have so much Sagittarian energy here. It's like, believe in your good luck. Things are working for you in a positive manner here coming into 2025. And that's just something to kind of keep in our heads, as we are magnets for good luck. When we surround ourselves with positive things, we get to have fun things occur. So I'm going to try and do this in the best I can. Let me grab out ye old book of stuff. And here's my Sagittarius. So again, this is all about expansion, optimism, expansion. Be optimistic, open-minded, enthusiastic, and adventurous, because we have a lot of cool things that are coming up that are kind of almost kickstarting off here in 2025. And be explorers of the zodiac, always seeking the next horizon and eager to share their insights with others. This is also learning to share the insights with yourself, in that I am not a singular person. I am not just a dot here in the middle of the earth and everything. I also get that we're all mad here as well, where it's just like, we're all just having a good time. Like, everyone just wants to have a good time. We want to live our life, learn our lessons, and kind of move to the next thing, right? But as we're doing it's just some positive messages moving into 2025. It is, we are good luck because we are good people. We are good luck because we are focusing on the positive things in our life. If we're letting others drag us down, if we're letting others get us angry, like, why do we surround ourselves with them, right? The same thing is when we see where we fit on this floating speck of dust in the universe, and we're just a speck of dust on the speck of dust, we see that our lives are important to the others of the specks of dust around us, because we make up a planet, and then that planet makes up a solar system, and that solar system makes up part of a quadrant, and that quadrant makes part of a galaxy, and that galaxy makes up part of a universe. And so we keep going, where we all are connected in some way. And we can only affect the people that are around us, but you know what? Those are the most people that we can affect, right? Same thing with like political spheres and the such, right? Where, okay, so we have these couple people at the top. They're all idiots. Okay, I'll say it. Y'all don't have to. I'll say it. And yeah, they say that they have the power to affect how I am interacting with my best friend. That's the power that they want to control. They want to have the control or the power over how I'm interacting with my neighbor. Is their direct influence going to affect how I'm talking to my clerk at my local grocery grocery store, do I really want them to have that power over me? Because I'm the one who gets to choose if they have that power over me. And I think that's what we need to take into 2025 is, sure, we have all these people above us who who somehow affect how I'm talking to my neighbor. When in reality, I'm the one who affects how I talk to my neighbor. Sure, they can have opinions, but that doesn't mean that you get to choose how much of their influence affects you in talking to your neighbor, to your gas station clerk, to your best friend, to your family members. And it's like, are you going to really are you going to let somebody who has all these gosh forsaken things at the top really come and affect that? And that's kind of what I have to say. That's where I think I kind of want to end it tonight with this reading and everything that's kind of going on, because yeah, I'm going to stop my preaching right now. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I had a good time. Really, we are all lucky in that we all have good things that are coming to us. We don't need to be, and I love how we're just gonna leave it off with this. Keep your cool, cool your emotions. We're all gonna be mad. We're all gonna be upset about different things at all different points and times in life. And if we want to be upset about things, okay, but you don't need to have that upsetness carry on with you to all aspects of your life. So that's where we're going to end it. I'm going to leave this right here for all y'all to be like, we don't need to be mad at everything and anyone, even though, and I love that this is at the bottom of the deck. We get to shine just as brightly as the others around us. So don't let others dim your shine as well, because y'all are just as bright as I am, and I'm just as bright as you are. So, and as we share, and as we all learn to brighten ourselves up, the others around us brighten as well. So with that, thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I'm going to probably head her off here. My voice is sore. I'm ready to go to bed. It's been a long day of readings, but I hope y'all enjoyed. And let me know what other topics y'all want me to maybe do a live stream on. I'm planning on probably doing maybe 1 or 2 more here before the end of the year. So if y'all are interested, feel free, let me know, and I would love to do that with you guys. So thank you all again so very, very much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you guys are watching. It's like almost 8 o'clock here, and yeah, so bye.